I'm right here. Just give me a minute. As usual, running behind. Sweaty. Trying to get some work done, y'all. I don't know if you can see right over there. Hi, Cheryl. Welcome to the live. Really trying hard, but getting things done. Ears are kind of plugged up. Got to use my allergy medication this morning. Alrighty. Oh, feels good to sit down. How is everyone doing today? Oh, so sweaty. So now I can sit here and cool off, talk to you. I am happy to be here today because it's been a very educational week. Been on a lot of different lives, watching everyone else, watching videos, watching their updates, watching everyone else do their fall gardens, getting started on those. Of course, every time I pull a plant, I will drop a seed. And so that's kind of my way of doing my fall garden. Whatever works for me, right? Let's see. I went out to where the grapes are. So these really old grape type that came from, it used to be this elderly lady's home. She passed away, and then my daughter and her husband was living there at the time with my granddaughters. Hi, Renaissance Grandma. Good to see you here. But like I said, I'd gotten that grapevine from my daughter's place at that time, and we had no idea what it was. That's today's harvest. This is the first year they've given us anything. This is the second year I've had it, so not bad. They got a very nice color, so if I can get it in the sunlight for you. And a little bit of light. See, the colors are good. And they are they're really sweet, really sweet. But, yeah. I can tell they're a little different, or they're still going through their adjustments, because the bunches are like partially green, some were ready, some were not, so I just couldn't just cut them all off. Like this one here is still a little bit green, but that's okay, because these are all going into the jam. I'm gonna make some grape jelly. Oops, how'd that bad one get in there? You know what? I'm gonna take this one off to the side because these have good seeds in them. It's a dried out one. So yeah, it's one of the things I was doing earlier, picking grapes. Actually, for some reason, don't know why, I got up early today. But yeah, I wanted to show y'all these delicious grapes. And what else have I been doing? Of course, my channel is also about artwork and crafts and dogs. Miniature schnauzers, actually. But, yeah, crafts. I haven't sanded it yet, but this here is one of my blades that I just finished. See the butterfly in it? Real flowers. This was from my Mother's Day bouquet. And this butterfly right here came from my Unicorn Lady Tech. Unicorn Lady Tech. That's where I got that one from. That is our arch enemy right there. Yep, that little white butterfly. It's the same all the way through. I made this one clear because I wanted to make for sure that it just looks really nice. And I just dropped it. Don't worry, they're tough. These are made out of food grade boat resin, so these are tough. So they're actually pretty thick too. So I'm gonna take this area right here and I'm gonna sharpen this. So these can be used as letter openers. You can use them for decoration. But yeah, that's one of my favorites. I'm not sure if I'm gonna let this one go or not because this one's kind of special, but I can make another one just like it. Okay, and then I also, because I just had nothing better to do at the moment, I worked on these two little ones, also great. Perfect for little letter openers. I gave a little style to that one inside using the ink, and on this one just a little bit at the top, and then I just faded it on down to where it's just mainly clear. Not a big deal. But this one I enjoyed it because it's kind of had the wings to it. So yeah, this little dagger has wings, but you know, this type right here, I'll only sharpen the back side and the tip. So perfect little letter openers or package openers. And of course, this is not exactly sure what I'm going to do with it yet. That was a butterfly that was in my greenhouse and it didn't make it. It's a swallowtail. But I, just started coating it. It's the first two layers. I was thinking it would be, I don't know, maybe as a fancy hat clip. I don't know. What do you think? Of course, it still has to be layered one more time, sanded down. As you can see here, we've got all these little runoffs, bumples. There's a special way that this has to be done. At a certain layer, I have to pop these so that the color shines back through with the wings. But yeah, those are my butterfly. It's a good light. Trying to get it into good light for y'all. It's kind of hard over here in the shaded area. And one more piece that I worked on. My husband gave me these as a gift. So, basic bamboo cutting board, right? Not anymore. Yes, I used one of my own real butterflies from the garden. Turned it into a piece of artwork. My own cutting board. Like I said, all of my epoxy items are made with a safe, food grade boat epoxy, so it's really good stuff. All right, so that's that. So yeah, I have to throw some crafts in there, right? All right, so we did the grapes, did the epoxy stuffs. Now I feel like I told y'all something. I guess that's what matters, right? All right, now, yesterday we spent the day burning a lot of stuff in the fire pit. I mean, definitely created smoke screens around here. How did I start my fire? Fire starters. This one here is my favorite. It has a compass. Has everything needed. Let me turn it. I gotta get a side that's already been done. Oh. Yep. That's a paracord that can be used as like a little wick. So it came in a 2-pack. So I took part of the paracord, cut it off, and tied it onto this so I don't lose it. And here we have, I'm not gonna blow it loud. It has a whistle, compass, fire starter, survival gear. And that's the important stuff. So we've got, so far we've covered some grapes. We have covered new life projects, of course, butterflies, epoxies, and some survival stuff. One of many types of survival things. Y'all have any questions about the grapes or the epoxy artwork? Any questions? Because we're getting ready to go back here. Because that way y'all can see what we're actually, how we're expanding the garden area. So any questions at all? Peach kombucha. Oh, it's good. No questions. I don't see any anyways. Okay. Let's get this done. Yes, look, I actually got that side done too. That fence. That fence right there. Remember I kept saying it was trashy, 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 trashy. Well, guess what? It's done. All right. Right here. Let me readjust everything. I hope y'all can hear me. All right. Got that chicken wire put up. We found out the easiest way to do this first was to attach bamboo to the chicken wire as we're stretching it out. Then we took the whole panel and sat it up here and then anchored it to each piece. So that's going to be, excuse me, my entrance. For the main supports, we went ahead and used the T-post. They ain't going nowhere. Because next year's spring growing season for summer and all, it's going to be a whole different ball game. Right here, as you can see, we went ahead and stretched it on down, bent it, and I just started doing the material at the bottom, and it's going to come out just like that far underneath the fence. So that way, I don't have to worry about grass. All those weeds get on my nerves. So I'm smothering all this other stuff out. I poured some vinegar all through there that'll kill everything else that's in that ground underneath here. So, and I know that vinegar works for destroying grass and weeds by sheer accident. So all this is dying underneath there. So that's one thing I'm working on. So yeah, and then I started moving some of these other potted plants over towards the edge here to get those out of my way. See this section here, we had to double the bamboo because this one just wasn't long enough. And I just didn't feel like cutting anymore. And we already had some cut. So this is how it's starting to look. This is probably why I was a couple minutes late, because I was just trying to get these things done. But as you can see, from halfway mark, I want to say right about there, on over this way, all that's going to be next year's growing section for the, just saw a bee going inside of a hole. Uh-oh. Anyways, this whole section over here is going to be the growing area for cucumbers, watermelons, different types of melons, all along this whole front wall right here. Because I'm just tired of fighting, you know, this mess that's over here. It just gets in the way. It was just too cluttered. It's too compact, and I wanted to open everything up. Now, this section right here, let's see how well y'all can see it. From this post straight on down to the greenhouse. So we're going to be taking this other portion, this right here, all this is coming down. all of that right here is going to be a little walkway. And then this section here, let me put my hand where it belongs. This section here is going to be like another bed that follows along the edge of the fence. I'm not going to have any wasted space, but it's going to be much better organized. My new walking space for this area is going to be right along in here. See what these boards are? That's this little area right here is going to be my walking area in between this bed and that bed. So this is going to be about a 3-foot bed, and this one with the Brussels sprouts and all in it, that one is going to expand to where the boards are. Just a total redo, slow process redo, because I know my body, and I know what can and cannot be handled. The container I built, oh, that breeze feels good. This box container that I had built, we're getting ready to move that over to this section up against this part of the fence. I'm going to leave it in the same direction it's angled and just slide it over there. Well, of course, my husband has to help me. Let's see. The evening sun has been tearing some stuff up, so I came out here to get my tomato that I knew was ready today, but it's laying on the ground. A bird got in there and ate it. But it's okay, I've got more. Don't think, well, hard to say, but it looks like maybe the Tigger melons might be done, but maybe not. I keep seeing some when I think it's done for, and then new spots start to come up. But my sugar baby's not quite ready yet. I've only gotten one. That's enough to give me more seeds for next year. All right, let's see, what did I do today? Oh yeah, I even planted my old lemon tree that I started from seeds like 3 or 4 years. It says I'm live again. Oh God, I hate dead. Another reason why I'm moving everything more up front. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, the butternut squash is done for the season, so I will be putting that up today. Cucumbers attack, but bouncing back. They're my pickling cucumbers. And I have sad news about my plant I was excited about last year. Last Sunday. My tea plant, it didn't make it. There goes $18 down the tube. And just, honestly, I can't get another one right now. So, I guess there goes, growing my own tea idea. I don't know what else to do about that. But yeah, I lost my plant. I don't know what happened. I didn't do it, but I think it's the shock from the heat, because it did get chipped during a very, very hot time, and y'all know about how it was. Everybody was suffering from the heat. And honestly, I think it was shocked. It had to be, because, that thing just, died immediately. Because I showed y'all on last week's video when I was live that it was already starting to drop leaves, and I only had it for 2 days, and it was dropping like a leaf a day, and all of a sudden, I lost it. Okay, we might be hitting a dead zone, I'm not sure. But yeah, I think I finally got all the bees pests under control off this grapevine here. These are the ones I've been picking, so that's the one that was in the container earlier. And let's see, my Rose of Sharons are in full bloom. You know what that means? It's tea flower time. Look at all those beautiful flowers. Aren't they pretty? This thing exploded in the past week. Let me see. They really do have a little bit more scent. They didn't have much of any scent last week. Show you what we've been doing. Yes, that's my outdoor cooking area. I love to cook over here, but that's bigger. Yeah, that's all the stuff we've been cutting down. I don't know if y'all read what I wrote comment during a live last night, that my fire pit's big enough to lay in. I was only playing. Cause it was, oh yeah, I think it was if I'm not mistaken, it was Nikki talking about these people hire people to take other people out. I'm like, you ain't got that kind of problem. Why waste money? Do it yourself. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing, not do it yourself. Okay. I just don't want to be in the sun. All right, so do y'all have any questions? I'm just going to bring this over here a little closer to me so I can chit chat with y'all. Oh, wait a minute. There. All right, let me make a quick adjustment. That way I can see if y'all have any comments or questions you want to ask, or see, now I can see everything here. All right, so I see we have Cheryl, my Renaissance grandma, and 5 others are online. So who else is here? I'm gonna sit here and chit chat with y'all for a bit. Just wave hi. Oh, I know we've got some lurkers. So, dogs are getting ready to bark. Speaking of dogs, we might be having puppies. Miniature schnauzers. And there they go. Protecting the neighborhood. Oh, I've really got to use my allergy medication. Okay, so does anyone have any questions for me? My ears. Alrighty, so then I don't know what else y'all want me to talk about, so I've covered everything there is to cover for this week. I mean, other than, more artwork, gardening. I think I've covered all that because we're just moving into the fall category. Nothing really that new. I'm feeling better. Slowly. It's a slow process, but I'm slowly getting better. Do I think the procedure worked? Maybe. The pain's not going down my legs anymore. So I'd say it was partially successful, 50%. Ooh. Definitely in the wrong location. All right. I just can't sit there and just stare at a camera with a phone. It's just going to drive me nuts. All right, so tell you what. Let's go and discuss things we shouldn't do. Number 1, if you're sick and you need help, please just ask for it, because you end up with a big disaster like this. Look at all the grass. I can't have my husband come out here and pull it, because if he does, I wouldn't have a single plant left anyways. So, oh yeah, there was something else here in the garden I wanted to show you. Hold on, let me flip you around. Flip. Okay, there we go. Right here, we have a baby melon. I'm not sure what type either. I know that over here is called a red and orange stripe. Ooh, we've got the beetles. I just sprayed them down. It's called orange red melon. Come from Baker's Creek. I don't know what an orange red melon is, but I guess we'll find out, because I do have one there. And I've been getting such an infestation of these stupid beetles. I mean, we've got squash beetles and stink bugs galore. Yep, and it's bad. All right, let's see. Are you ready yet? Are you ready, Matriculo? Trindle's broken, but it's still green. No, it ain't ready yet. It's working on it. It's working on it. Let's see if I can chase some of them little creatures up to the top. I mean, I know I killed hundreds. Yes, I've been getting rid of all the corn stalks out here. And little blades of grass here and there, but I need to start putting maybe some arugula, some other types of greens, probably a kohlrabi, see what I can get, you know. But I'm gonna have to get all of these out first. What else do I have over here? My pumpkin, I don't think it's survived. It just got attacked too much, but got plenty of vine on the sugar baby, but just one melon. That's all we got. As you can see over there, the Tigger melon the vines are starting to kill back, but then again, there's new growth. So I think this is just damage from the heat and from those beetles. Okay, let's see. Sorghum. Sorghum is a grain used to make flour. Instead of using wheat, you use sorghum. Sorghum is also used for the sugars in the cane. I have two different types over here. This I just planted just so I can get some extras and have seeds for next year, because I plan on an entire larger area with just these. So we've got a few of those. Let's see. Oh, question. I have a question for you guys. Have y'all been seeing more grasshoppers this year? A lot more grasshoppers. You know what? Hold on, let me put this leg back up because it's getting on my nerves. Okay. Yeah, grasshoppers have been literally eating anything that they can. You come here. Oh, did you see that? They were hiding in the cornfield. I'll catch them. Little white suckers. They're going to end up in some more epoxy. But yeah, grasshoppers have been bad this year. Feels like it's a locust apocalypse. Let's see, what do we have down in here? Peppers are looking good. I got a couple of little Asian peppers that came from a friend of mine's house. But yeah. But everything seems to be picking back up. since I cut all those leaves off the Brussels sprouts. Yeah. What can I say? What can I do? Right, in here we have some more sorghum. Okay, this is smaller, fast growing. Now this is mainly just for grains, but it probably wouldn't hurt to experiment with it to see if it's going to be okay for a sugar process. Now, here's what saved my peas this year is the shade. So, sweet peas, got a new batch coming in. Coffee likes the shade, so coffee's in the shade. I'm still trying to figure out what was this. I know I planted it, I just don't remember what it was. Any of y'all know what this is? I'm pretty sure I planted this. Alrighty. Yeah, I think it's time to trim those back too. Collect the seed pods from those. And let's see, what did we have down here? Alright. These seed pods are from a black radish. Let's see what we've got here. One seed in that. No, there was a few. Drop those down there. But yeah, we got black radish pods. I let everything come up to bulk because I just, like I said, I've been trying to get my seed collection up. All of this I need to take down. I can take this trellis down too. I don't need it anymore. Other than that one little butternut squash down there getting ready. And then that one I got to pick soon. I got two more up on the deck, which are about ready to be stored away. Check these out. They're starting to look a lot better now. Let's see, these are the melons from Lead Farmer and Lady Lead. It's going to be hopefully at least one melon before fall hits. So I put two there, and I have some other stuff growing too, but we'll talk about those on the next live maybe, after I get a good portion of the fall section going. But yeah, these greens are looking nice. If I'm not mistaken, these are mustard greens. Yeah, these are the mustard greens. On this side is mustard greens. Over here we have the variety. There's some, I think, some sugar beets are in there somewhere. I didn't get any tubers out of that. And my tiny little cucumbers. Let me show you the issue I've been having in this big metal antique container. Look at those beetles, man. They just take over everything. All this old kale is getting pulled out. This whole container, I was thinking about laying out something to be able to roll this out of here and just put another bed down in the ground and then move this container to the outside of the garden because honestly I think it's taking up too much space. So I was thinking about putting it in between these two stumps and then bamboo straight up from both sides and make a trellis arbor as a across the top of the whole thing, because I have these growing down here. All right, this is a hardy, oh, what is it called? Where's my label? Okay, an Anna female kiwi, hardy berry kiwi. They grow like a vine. They're really neat. Yep. And yes, lots and lots of lemon balm. This is just an extra piece. Mulberry. Love my mulberries. This is the smaller one. And oh, look. See him? Another type of grasshopper. So, now he's dead. Sorry, dispatched him on live. He has now been dispatched. I don't like these out here. These are my goji berries. I don't like them out here. The birds have been eating every single berry that it develops. So that's going back to my deck, whether my husband likes it or not. Yeah, I don't like it out here. Yeah, my male, hold on, let me move this lattice because the lattice is going up there. Now the male kiwi is over here. And this thing is like hardy as all get up. It's tough. Go hit it with the weed eater. Let's see. Yep. I've got some peas growing over here, some sweet peas. Look at that. Got my first one off of that. And I have licorice. Yes, this is real licorice, the ones that you do from the root systems. And I never did find a spot exactly where I'm going to be planting this. This is my horseradish. So this has got to go somewhere, probably just on the other side of this stump as its permanent spot. Just let it grow. Let's see. Oh, okay, let's continue. This is a experimental. It's my sugar cane that I got last year. And it has been in this container since last year. Now, all of these new pieces, I'm going to be cutting them. And save back the original pieces. And I'm going to take some of these and plant them in the ground. I want to see if they're going to come back. Because all this has to be transplanted into a larger pot. So yeah, more fun. Let's see, Black Prince tomato. Uh-oh. There. Black Prince tomatoes. More experimental. Don't like them in these pots at all. Oh, kiddie pool. Perfect for watering plants. You fill it partially, set your plants in it. When you're done, just drain the water out. Don't let it sit because then you'll collect mosquitoes. You don't want that. All right, so I'll be hopefully digging out, opening up all these sweet potatoes and see what I got. It was all grown from slips. Sweet potato slips, red packet, red grow bag. So let's just see and hope that it all works out. I'm not going to stay on too much longer because I've got to get this stuff done. And we still have 3 more sections of fence. No, 2 more sections of fence to put up. Straight on down to the greenhouse on both sides, which is a lot longer than the front one. But now that we know the easiest way to do it, that's what we're going to do. So, yeah, it's going to be a massive improvement. That's kind of the whole plan. Okay, all the dogs went back in the house. Good. Oh, no, they didn't. They're being sneaky. Hi, Star. Are you my starlet? Yes, you are, my pretty girl. Who's my baby? Oh, there's Big Daddy. Yeah, so big, ain't he? Yep, Taurus and Starlet. They're my stars. That's all that matters. My superstars. I tried to get my husband to come on with me today because I don't know. There's times when him and I are just together and just we crack up so much, and I feel weird when I'm doing these things by myself. I don't know if y'all get that or not, but it's kind of difficult. Let me adjust these legs back. Here. Alrighty, so that is my updates for today. And so I can see that no one had questions. So if no one has any questions whatsoever, that's fine. I can go ahead and get off of here and back to work, because I have to be doing this work slow and steady, but I got to get it done. Between me and my husband, we get about a good day's work in, but he overworks himself, and he was complaining earlier that his back was hurting, which is not something he normally complains about. So, and I told him, you did too much. Slow your roll, man. So, anyways, I gotta make for sure he's not tearing apart something, because he's known to do that. We both are. Alright, well, I'm gonna take my sweaty butt back in the house and go get some water. Kombucha's not the best thing to be drinking. It causes dehydration, because this one's got caffeine in it. Alright, well, I will catch y'all on the flip side. See y'all out on the YouTube streets. And hopefully I'll see y'all in the next chat. It's someone else's chat, of course. But y'all have a blessed day. Respect each other. Be nice. And with this crazy world, definitely show some understanding for each other. Because it's what it's all about. Keep growing, y'all. Keep growing. Emotionally, spiritually, physically, and your food. Keep it growing. All right. I love y'all, and take care. Later.